Hello students, welcome to ACE Online. Welcome to the session on IRMS Polity and Governance Preparation Strategy. It is a very great opportunity for all the engineers in India, where the government of India has made IRMS part of UPSC Civil Services Examination. Civil Services Examination has 3 stages to qualify. Prelims is your stage 1, mains is your stage 2, and personality development test is your stage 3. But those engineers who appears for IRMS exam have to write civil services prelims exam along with all other aspirants. But coming to mains, mains is a completely different one for those who are preparing for IRMS E exam. So it is a great opportunity. So our focus is only on qualifying the prelims right now, because technical subject is not that difficult for an engineer. Now GS plays an important role in your IRMS examination, because as engineers there will be a very little or less knowledge on general studies. So here in this video I will explain and discuss in detail the strategy to prepare for civil services polity related subject. So let us start. First, let us see the syllabus. As you all know, in prelims we have 2 papers. Paper 1 is your general studies. Paper 2 is your CSIT. Paper 2 is not merit based, but it is qualifying exam. But paper 1, which is called your general studies, is a qualifying in nature. I mean, where you have to score the marks for which is called cutoff. So it is merit based. Paper 2 is qualifying. Now as part of this general studies paper 1, which is your paper 1, this has many general studies subjects, out of which 2 topics I will be discussing today. The first one is the polity governance related aspects and the national current events related to polity and related to governance. If you look at the syllabus, there is something called Indian polity and Indian governance. Both are different topics but clubbed together. See, there is a governance in India following the constitution. Constitution is part of the polity. So what is this Indian polity? Indian polity includes your constitution, your political system, your Panchayati Raj institutions. Your governance topics includes public policy, right issues, etc. Now all these topics are static in nature as well as current related also. So your current affairs related to polity and constitution are also focused in the exam. Sir, we have understood the syllabus mentioned in UPSC General Studies paper 1. But what is the importance of polity here? Why should an aspirant read polity as a subject? And this is the reason for you. The reason is polity is a most concentrated area in civil service examination. Civil services examination, your GS1 consists of 100 questions. And each question carries 2 marks, which means 200 marks will be there in the exam. Out of this 100 questions and out of this 200 marks, Look at the importance of polity here. Out of 100 questions, a minimum of 10% to maximum of 23% questions have been asked from only polity. This is the importance of the subject. Look at this. 2017 we have 23 questions, 2018 11 questions, 19 13 questions. Then we have 2020 18, again 16, again 12 questions in 2022 prelims examination. If you look at the cutoff, see the cutoff for different years. See the cutoff? Cutoff is 105, 98, 98, 92 and 87. See, minimum of 40% to maximum 55% is the cutoff. Correct? Now look at the data again. 23 questions include 46 marks. 22 marks. 2 marks, each question carries 2 marks. 26 marks. 36 marks. 32 marks and 24 marks. If your overall cutoff is 105, you alone can score 46 marks from polity if you are perfect with that subject. This is the importance of polity. See, if you have 100% accuracy in polity, 50% of your cutoff marks is from polity alone. You look at 2022 data, we did not got the cutoffs yet, but 2021, 87 was the cutoff, 32 marks were given in or questions were from polity. So it is almost 40% of the marks. So 40% of the cutoff. See, almost 40% of the cutoff, 30% of the cutoff, 30% of the cutoff, 50% of the cutoff, almost. This is the importance of polity. Polity or constitution as a subject will be with an aspirant while preparing for the exam, even when he is in the training and even after his posting, after his promotion also, after his retirement also. Polity and constitution is always there because constitution is the primary law of the land. Every other policy and law in India should be aligned to the primary law of the land. This is the importance. So then what are the subjects, what are the topics we need to concentrate in polity and constitution as well as governance? What are the topics which are important? If you look at this, I made a chart. I have picked only few important topics, not all, because another topics maybe you get 1 or maximum 2 questions. But these topics are very important, especially 3 topics. What are they, sir? The first one is your Parliament and State Legislature. The second one is your fundamental rights. The third one is your DPSP. Along with these 3 features of the Constitution is one more important topic. These are the 4 topics which if you prepare, see, I am 100% sure that 60% of the questions will come from these 4 topics only. Look at the data. From 2017 to 2022, if you look at the Parliament and State Legislature, 5, 7, 2, 6, 4 and latest 6 questions were asked. If you look at the features, 6, 2, 0, 5, 6 and 0 questions were asked. See, if he is concentrating more on the features. Even if the concentration is more on the features, see, the questions from the Parliament are more. Again, it is almost 5. Then again, we have fundamental rights, static. See, always there are questions on fundamental rights. Always there are questions on fundamental rights. DPSP is also a concentrated area where you will get questions. These 4 topics are very, very important. And to tell you, all these topics are part of features of the Constitution as well. See, constitutional features. Fundamental rights is one of the constitutional features. Features. The basics of the subject. Features is nothing but the basics of the subject. Sir, where from we can learn the basics? Let us see the source. And the best source for learning features of the Constitution and basics of the subject is NCERTs. You have something called NCERTs. You have these books, right? Your especially your 10th, 11th and 12th class books, which are important. See, Democratic Politics 1, Democratic Politics 2, Indian Constitution at Work, as well as your Political Theory and Politics in India since Independence. These 5 books are very, very important. This book you can take it as a reference. Contemporary world politics is a reference. These are very important for the exam. You will get the basics of the subject. See, when you understand something and when you understand someone, they will be with you forever. It may be your co-friend or it may be your co-subject. You should first understand the subject so that subject will be with you forever. Understanding is more important than knowing. Knowing is fine. Understanding is the key. Understanding is the key. And there is also something called, you have to follow this. What is that, sir? 3 things are very important. Learning. 3 things are very important for UPSC aspirants. What are they? Learning, relearning, unlearning. You have to learn which you don't know. You have to revise it. And if you know something wrong, you should be in a position to accept that you should know wrong and you should unlearn it and learn the correct one. Sir, this covers the basics, but where will I read the core topics? We have the Bible of the Indian Polity, trusted book since many decades, called Indian Polity by Lakshmikant. Indian Polity by Lakshmikant. Indian Polity by Lakshmikant is a most trusted book for Indian polity and constitution. So, there are NCERT books, the basics books, as well as your Indian Polity and Lakshmikant. These are the things you should read for the exam. So, the exam is in the month of May and you are asking us to read almost 7 books only for one subject. This is not fair. If you think this is not fair, if you feel I am making you learn 7 books at a time, then do one thing. We have another alternative called ACE material. And this ACE material covers all the other books as well. It covers the basics, it covers the Lakshmikant and also updated with current affairs. Latest Supreme Court judgments will be also added. You can read ACE material. If you want, you can take that books as a reference. So this is your source. Then what is the syllabus we are going to see for Indian polity and constitution? At ACE Engineering Academy and ACE Online, we are starting an IRMS batch. And this batch will start from February. More details about the batch at the end of this video. Please stay tuned. So what is the syllabus we are going to see? We will be seeing a comprehensive syllabus, which are only useful for your prelims, specifically designed for prelims, only prelims point of view. That is your introduction and separation of powers theory, historical background of the constitution. We will see the evolution of the Indian constitution. We will see the features of the Indian constitution. Very important now. We will see the source of the Indian constitution, schedules of the Indian constitution, special focus on schedule 5 and schedule 6 areas. We will also look at the preamble of the Indian constitution, basic structure doctrine, part 1 of the Indian constitution, part 1 of the Indian constitution, that is Indian Union and its territories. Along with that, we will see part 2, Indian citizenship. We will see fundamental rights, directive principles of state policy, very important. We will focus on fundamental duties and Verma committee recommendations, as well as your President of India, Vice President, Prime Minister and Council of Ministers, presiding officers, parliamentary devices, as well as legislative procedure in the parliament, the bills, financial procedure in the parliament, the budget. We will see anti-defection law. See, from chapter 15th till your chapter 22, this is nothing but your parliament. This is nothing but your parliament. Then we will see the state legislature chapter, along with that the governor. Emergency provisions, center-state relations, Indian judiciary, local governance, where we see Panchayati Raj institutions as well as our municipalities. Then we will focus on constitutional, non-constitutional bodies, then official language, cooperative societies. See, this till chapter 32, we will be completing this constitution and polity syllabus. Then we will focus on the governance. As part of governance, we will see what is governance, what is e-governance, and what is m-governance, mobile governance. These days, it is very prevalent. Then we will focus on accountability and transparency things. Accountability and transparency, Right to Information Act, Citizen Charters, Lokpal Lokayukta, all these things we will see in accountability and transparency. Those are called sunshine legislations. Then we will see right issues, the constitutional rights of the vulnerable people, the legal rights of the vulnerable people, all these things we will see there. Then we have something called civil services in India, the evolution of the civil services in India. Then election system and representation of People's Act. At last, we will see the important constitutional amendment, important Supreme Court judgments, all these things up to date. The current affairs will be also taken care as part of this. This is a syllabus what we are going to see in our classes starting from February 24th. Now let us see some previous year questions related to polity, so that we will get a basic understanding on how the questions are asked. Let us see the first question. Which of the following is or are the exclusive powers of the Lok Sabha? See, these keywords are very important. The word exclusive, it means only powers of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, only powers of Lok Sabha. Only powers of Lok Sabha. To ratify the declaration of emergency, to pass a motion of no confidence against the Council of Ministers, to impeach the President of India. There are three types of emergencies: national emergency, state emergency, financial emergency. All three types of emergencies need parliament approval. What is the meaning of parliament, sir? Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. So it is not exclusive power of Lok Sabha. So one is wrong. So elimination method, A is gone and also C is gone. So answer cannot be 2 and 3. It can be 2 or 3. 2 may be correct or 3 may be correct. See, the pressure has been gone down when you think in this way. Common sense. If you look at the third one, President of India is the head of the country. How can a single body take decision? How can just Lok Sabha take decision to remove the President of India? So, as per the common sense, 3 is also wrong. So, answer automatically will be 2. Without reading only, we can see it. See, what is no confidence motion? See, testing the majority of the government. Where will the majority be for the government? In Lok Sabha only. What is no confidence motion? You are testing the majority. You are testing the majority if the government maintains majority or not. So majority is maintained in Lok Sabha only. So it is an exclusive power of Lok Sabha. The first one is 2 only. You should catch the pulse of the examiner. When you can catch the pulse of the examiner, when you see more and more previous year questions. So I recommend everyone to please see more and more questions. Look at the next question. If a particular area is bought under 5th schedule, which one of the following statement is the best reflects in this consequences, in the consequences of it? What is 5th schedule area? An area is bought under 5th schedule to protect their identity. To protect their identity. If I am a particular section, my section is protected. My identity is protected. Look at the options. If a particular area is bought under 5th schedule, this would prevent the transfer of land of tribal people to non-tribal people. Yes, that might be a correct option. This would create a local self-governing body. If local self-governing body should be created, it should be declared as Panchayati Raj institution only, na? We have to have village panchayati or municipality, but it is called a 5th schedule area, and it cannot be local self-governing. There is a different governance, but not local self-governance. That is wrong. This would be converted into union territory. No, it is called union territory only. All union territories are not part of Schedule 5. The state having such areas would be declared as special category states. No. Special category is different. Special category is giving tax incentives. Special category is make sure that more percentage of the national stake is for the welfare schemes. So these three are not the answers. So the answer is, this would prevent the transfer of land of tribal people to non-tribal people. Protecting the identity. This is the point. Let us see one more question. Under the Indian Constitution, concentration of the wealth violates. Concentration of the wealth violates. Concentration of the wealth violates. See, concentration of the wealth is nothing but your right of the society. It is not an individual right. It is a societal right. It is a societal right. Concentration of the wealth is a societal right. I mean, no concentration of the wealth in few hands. Few hands, societal concern. Okay? Right to equality, DPSP, right to freedom, concept of welfare. See, obviously, fundamental rights is an individual right. We are talking about societal rights. So, answer cannot be right to equality and right to freedom. Then, what about the other options? Concentration of the wealth is directly mentioned in DPSP. Article 39B and Article 39C directly talks about no concentration of the wealth. So, answer is B. Answer is B. Okay, next one. Right to privacy is protected under which article of the Indian Constitution? See, the answer which we have for this question is asked many times in the UPSC exam. Every year that article is concentrated in the exam because of the current affairs. Justice Puttaswamy versus Union of India case. Justice Puttaswamy versus Union of India case, where it is also called Aadhaar case, where Supreme Court said right to privacy is part of right to life and liberty of an individual. Article 21. Article 21 and Article 19 is always there in news, and there is always question related to this. So, current affairs related subject is what you should concentrate. Let us see one more question. Consider the following and choose the correct statement. Okay. The President of India can summon a session of the Parliament at any such place as he think fit. Okay. The Constitution of India provides for 3 sessions of the Parliament in a year, but it is not mandatory to conduct all 3 sessions. See, even if you don't know this, imagine we don't know that, this statement you have read. What the statement is all about? The Constitution of India is asking to conduct 3 sessions of the Parliament. Okay, imagine it is there. When Constitution is saying something, how can it say that it is not mandatory to conduct all 3 sessions? If Constitution is saying, which is a primary law, if it means that you have to conduct. Even if you don't know anything about this, by common sense you will know that this is wrong. So 2 is wrong. So elimination process. 2 is gone, D is gone, and B is gone. So 1 is correct. So year 1 and year 1. So 1 is correct. So you should only think about option 3. Look at the option 3. There is no minimum number of days that the Parliament is required to meet in a year. Yeah. There is nowhere it is mentioned that this many days the Parliament should meet. So this is the basics again. This is also correct. Answer is C. Answer is C. So these are some PYQs I wanted to discuss. Then what are we going to see? We are launching, we are proud to announce that we are launching this IRMS exam related classroom and online coaching. Both the batches starts from 24th February 2003. Both the batches starts from 24th February 2003. So you have something called classroom coaching at Kottapet, Hyderabad. So we'll have an off day classes for 70 to 75 days. More details about this, our CMD, Sri GK sir has already made a video. I request everyone to watch it to understand the strategy as well, to understand how to prepare for the exam for all the subjects. We have discussed only for polity. Sir has made a comprehensive video. Please go and watch it. And the link will be provided in the description. So we are starting this classroom coaching 24th February 2003 at Kottapet. Then we have, for those people who stay in different parts of India, maybe we have students from Northeast, North India, and down south we have Western India students, many students from Pune and Bombay also request for the classes. So for them, we are starting online coaching through our ace.online platform, ace.online app. The fees for the classroom coaching is 25,000 and the fees for the online coaching is 10,000 only. And if you are our ACE student, there is a flat 50% discount for both online as well as classroom coaching. So this is the preparation strategy for polity. See you all on 24th February in the class. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.